Well, good afternoon, coasters. Now we're moving into the 16th edition of the Coasters Weekly, 1st of October 2020, and it kicks off at 5 p.m. Now, the breaking news in the Coasters Weekly is the story in relation to Seddon House restoration, which has been approved. It is fantastic news for heritage, for Hokitika, and for the Department of Conservation, who become the head tenant. It's just brilliant news. And there's been a lot of people involved, including a number of government ministers. So there's a few videos there for you to consider. Then we move on to the Buller Marathon, and it's coming up on the 13th of February. You should be booking your accommodation now. We have a chat to a few of the locals that we talked to last year and the year before. Westfleet. What do you know about Westfleet? Huge employer in Greymouth, and it's a primary industry. And so it's the industry that actually provides the jobs for supermarkets and for all of those people who are employed in follow-through industries. We talk about the Greens announcement to ban bottom trawling. So we get Judith Collins and Craig Boot, who's the managing director of Westfleet, just explain how that will kill the fish processing industry on the coast. Really interesting. I had no idea. We joined the opening of the new $121 million Te Nikau Hospital. We look at the Hokitika primary school kids singing there, and we note that Porky's Takeaways made national news on both channels. That's really rare. As the whitebait patties made New Zealand, it's fantastic. Hey, this week's artists, one's a Nelson Busker that I filmed. He's fantastic. I've got no idea who he is. I'd love to know. He sounds like someone I've heard before. What do you think? And then we have Mark Raffles. And Mark, who's well known on the coast. This week's poem is about the farewelling of our fathers. Any of us who have lost a father will relate completely to it. Right, we talk with Mark Williams about the Ashley Hotel in Greymouth, along with Andy Thompson, who's one of the organisers of AgFest 2020, which is now fully sold out. And so the question now is, hey, all of those people from Canterbury and Nelson, where are you going to sleep? Have a listen. This bed's around, you've just got to look. Now this week's Coasters Pass is the Rainforest Retreat in Franz Josef. They got a special deal on, and it's brilliant. You get to fly in a helicopter as well. So all the details are there. You book direct, you don't do it through us. Then we move on to Aratuna Freight, and one of our largest trucking companies, and they're still looking for Class 5 drivers and mechanics. Give Andrew Havel a ring if you'd like to come to the coast and work for a really good company. Now, our coast characters this week, Merv Greer. Now, Merv lives on the other side of the hill these days, and I've no doubt that he'll be involved in either cycling or the fishing or the swimming club over there, because that's what he's like. He's getting on, but by gee, you can't tell it. And then we talk to Dulcie McNabb. Dulcie's from Karamea. Her knowledge of the history in the Karamea area is unparalleled. She's amazing. Have a listen. And then this week, the chat by the fire is with Shona McLean. Now, Shona is part of the Davidson family, and the Davidson family established Davidson's Foundry. They built locomotives, they built steam haulers. They were instrumental in providing the heavy machinery that actually formed part of our coast and actually part of a lot of areas in the South Island. An amazing family. Great to catch up with you, Shona. Well, there we are, folks. Hey, Coasters Weekly, number 16. Catch you later.